Good day and welcome to part 2 of our video on customer retention, customer service, and achieving operational excellence. If you recall in our first video, it was all about customer satisfaction and what can be done in order to achieve customer satisfaction, whether you operate in a B2B environment or a B2C environment. As such, we created a set of metrics: customer lifetime value on one axis and propensity to quit on the other axis, in order to better understand the value that each customer brought to the organization as well as their propensity to quit. The model that we follow is depicted here on this particular wheel. As you can see, it all starts off with the data, and we discussed this in the previous video, but it's important to understand that capturing and harnessing the insights and the power of the data that you have within your organization is critical in order to be able to get those particular insights that will allow us to identify the reasons why customers wish to leave you, so that you can take the appropriate intervention and correction action. So whether it's customer profile, billing, survey data, we aggregate all of this data and create this huge model data file that we discuss, which is then followed by the predictive analysis that we do. All the various time series analysis, cluster analysis, discriminant analysis, in order to be able to gain and garner the patterns and the insights and the correlations that may exist. We then score the customers, as we indicated, along two dimensions, which was customer lifetime value and propensity to quit. From there, we work with you to develop a set of campaigns to the actions, so that we can take action based on the customer lifetime value and propensity to quit of a customer, because not every customer should be treated the same way. Very importantly is defining of key performance indicators and models, so that we can now track, trend, and create collaboration within the organization as to what is happening with each individual customer as a result of the actions that we are taking, and as a result of now better understanding what their customer lifetime value as well as propensity to quit is. I will walk you very quickly through a case study that we have, where we were working with a customer trying to understand who were they going to retain, grow and acquire and win back, and who they did not want to keep, because naturally some customers that we all have a negative value. Here we're assuming a population base of 100,000, whether B2C or B2B. And here on this axis, the vertical axis, we have the value that we mentioned of each customer, or value in terms of the customer lifetime value. And on the horizontal axis, the propensity to quit. The focus here from a marketing perspective is, do we spend our marketing dollars on 100,000 customers, or do we spend our marketing dollars on 1,826 customers, those that we know are high value customers and also have a high propensity to quit? That is the challenge that is now facing the marketing team. We have now segmented the customer base so that we can target more appropriately, whether it's the acquisition or the retention. In terms of acquisition, this allows us a tool to be able to understand what are the attributes, what are the patterns that are similar of these types of customers, and try to emulate it in our marketing activities. And in terms of retention, what are the attributes that are driving these customers to have a high propensity to quit. Here's an example to show you how powerful the model that we develop is. In this particular scenario here, we have 207,000 customers. We said that in the bucket of greater than 50% propensity to quit, that we found 313 were there, and we estimated that more than 50% of them were going to quit in the next quarter. The actual number was 163, or 0.52. You can look at every other ratio here. The same thing occurs to show you how powerful and how precise our model has been. From there, we prepare a set of flashboards and dashboards and work groups that allow you to manage in near real time all of your customer groups by CLV and by PTQ. You can customize these flashboards by individual, by KPI, and present them in terms of daily, weekly, or monthly. The program all starts with this particular at a glance. Really, it is a blank sheet that we start with, and from there we build the appropriate KPIs to support the outcome of the analysis that we conducted on your behalf, so that in this particular scenario you can measure and track the impact of the actions on each one of your customer segment groups in terms of customer lifetime value and propensity to quit, and how the actions that you are taking are in fact impacting customer retention and attrition. It's all about unlocking these nuggets of gold that allow you to pattern and create acquisition programs that will reduce your cost of acquisition, and also to develop retention programs that will have a positive impact on your business. Thank you very much.